Welcome to the Pimp My Setup highlights for episode number 223. The first setup of the day was submitted by Oliver. I understand you want to show off your PC with the little light inside, but it does force your setup to the left side. I know the usability is fine because it's not blocking your mouse or doing anything like that, but the only issue is like the mic off to the right. Like when you actually want to use your mic, how do you, like, where do you put it in your setup, or do you just leave it off to the right? So maybe getting a mic stand would be nice. I mean, you have the room maybe on your desk to even just get a little clamp for it. LED remotes that are off to the left, find somewhere to put that if it's just Velcroing it to the bottom of your desk or just finding a different spot for it. I wish there was more theme like around your setup itself. I understand you probably can't put stuff on the wall, but maybe you could just put like a cool little canvas thing above your setup. Oliver scored an 80. The next setup was submitted by Michael. What he did wrong, if you go to the second photo, you can tell more easily. Is that a corner desk, Matt?
No, sir.
The keyboard is hanging off.
Yeah,
it
doesn't matter if you are as thin as a piece of paper. The keyboard itself is not going to be super balanced. So that right there is like a dead giveaway. You're doing it wrong.
What he should do is move his setup off to the right, because if you look, he has his mic arm with, you know, like the mic and all that. If you put off the left side, that wouldn't make any sense. So center yourself on the right side, move that shelf that's on top of your desk over somewhere else, because for some reason you have shelves on your desk, which is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
Mount it to your wall or something.
Mount to your wall. I was just thinking maybe just put off to the left side, have all that side for, you know, like theme and all that.
Yeah.
Then you could put your PC in the corner slanted, you know, because the PC looks very nice. It's a very sick LED looking PC. I like the brick wall though. I think that's awesome, but maybe adding something to the left wall.
Yeah, I think he has everything he needs. It's just not in the right spot. Usability isn't comfortable. You didn't complete the theme like you were saying over here. If you were to just move things around, really show off your computer, get the usability back to how it should be, I think it's a solid setup.
Michael scored a 74. The next setup was submitted by Owen. That TV above is an issue for me. It's old, you know, bezel's fatter than your mom. I don't know how angled down it is. I just don't know how usable, unless you have a bed behind you, but it seems like you're using that at your setup. Yeah, it like someone said, it's too cramped, and I definitely think so. I mean, I understand maybe you don't have room on your right side, even though you have a huge light that could possibly be taking up room that you could use for your setup. And just blocking the shelves is just not something I would do. You know, you have a whiteboard blocking one shelf, you got the clamp on one of the shelves, which is a good idea, but I just feel like that left side is just not being used properly at all. And yeah, you can't really put anything in the wall because everything's being taken up with something, a window, a TV and all that. So it's really hard to give you a good scoring theme. Owen scored a 72. The next setup was submitted by Hayden. He was actually on Setup Spotlight a while back. Don't know how long ago, but yeah, it was, yeah. Because I wanted to show off, it was a nice looking, you know, college dorm setup. Because if you look at the second photo, his LEDs are really showing. You know, the monitor placement's fine for, you know, the space that you have. The PC's not in your way for usability and your leg space and all that. The top right, I don't really worry about because it's like, it's a college dorm. Like, what do you expect? You can't have everything tidy and kept away and all that. For what you can do at a college dorm, you did great. I mean, it's just a nice splash of color. He's got friends. Hayden scored an 84. The next setup was submitted by Scott. Okay, it's not a bad setup. If you really look at it, he's got its place designated for his gaming, and then he's got a laptop with his little monitor next to it. Don't know how like great the monitor is and all that. Yeah, you got a laptop, you're using what you can, but then you have the keyboard in front of your laptop. And like, it just seems like you don't have enough space to even use, you know, the keyboard. He doesn't have much to work with, you know, there's really no theme. He's got like football, like helmets in the top right, but you can't even see it really.
It works for now, but he needs to eventually get a legitimate L desk with legitimate peripherals and accessories.
Scott scored a 68. The next setup was submitted by Rowan. 4 photos to work with. Matt's showing the fourth photo, showing off that awesome shelf, the LEDs and all that. He's basically in the corner of the room, like an office, like executive look, which I definitely like in this room. He did a great job. I really like the way he put everything together. It's very different, you know, like I said, the executive look where it's kind of like cornered off. No one can see what you're doing behind there. I don't know.
I love that. I think
I just don't like the corner piece, like the corner piece where he has his console. It just looks awkward, but I think it's a nice looking desk. It's very clean. It's not like disgusting or anything like that.
I think if it was like black, yeah, it would look pretty cool.
Yeah, especially because he has white and black basically everywhere else.
I think the layout works perfect. He broke it into 3 pieces, as it technically is 3 pieces. 3 pieces. And I think he utilized it very nicely.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, and he's got stuff on the wall to show off what he's into and all that. Rowan scored an 88. The next set was submitted by Jonathan. I don't know what the others setup is used for. Did he say that in his email at all?
No, I hope he's not sharing it with someone because this isn't his bedroom.
The monitor alignment, I understand it's not easy to do and all that, and I feel like they are the same.
It's not that hard. Look at this shit.
I just feel like the stuff along the wall and all that, it's like, yeah, you got cool stormtroopers and like little things along it. I just don't know how great it looks like underneath there, especially because you have so much space, you know, from the monitors to the desk. He's just got a lot of stuff. It's very hard to tell with the night photo kind of look to it, and the LEDs.
It
so
could
busy.
be great. It really could.
Yeah, I just feel like he has too much stuff, and it's for a 12-year-old that's like first world problems. Jonathan scored an 82. The final setup of the day was submitted by George. There's no theme. Yeah, you got David Beckham on your screen.
Oh, he's got tickets on the wall, Tom.
Yeah, I mean, he's got little theme. Like, I gave him like not a great score for theme because there's no color to it. It's really like, I don't even know what that would even be, but he's got stuff on his desk.
Tom, come on.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe move the speakers over. That right speaker, just switch it out because you have the left speaker against the monitor. Why don't you have the right speaker against the monitor? Maybe just choose one color and kind of work with it. The LEDs are very faint. Can't really tell, like, you know, you got the light blue look, but maybe add some more LEDs and all that, and then have the left side for like a nice poster or a nice shelf or 2 shelves because you have the room for it. George scored a 72. Rowan walked away with first place with an 88. Thanks for watching the Pimp My Setup highlights for episode number 223.